All right, we are live on YouTube. Welcome to Navigating the Modern World with Coach Eli. Glad you could all join me here today on this early Sunday morning. The day of this live stream is Sunday, February 4th, 2024. I hope you've all been having a great weekend. It's been raining out here in the San Francisco Bay Area, so been staying in and getting some work done around the house and spending some time with my girlfriend, Dawn. Hopefully you're doing the same with your family. I have a very brief yet very important show to present here for you folks today, so stick around for that. Before we do get to that, though, let me first of all make sure that everything is rolling smoothly. Let me check out the back end of YouTube, and it looks like it's rolling well. Let me also make sure that the YouTube notification has gone out, and it looks like it just did. And a sound check. Join me here today on this early Sunday morning. The day of this live stream is Sunday, February. All right, all is rolling well, so let's just get right to it because I took a nap earlier and I've been up most of the night while my lady's been sleeping and getting some other things done. Thank you so much for the very first person that's shown up here. One person in the box right now. The topic of this show is who wants to debate me on modern social issues. I can't even get it out. I'm so tired. Who wants to debate me on modern social issues plus other updates? One more time. Who wants to debate me on modern social issues plus other updates? So before I get to the debate section, because most of you that have known me for a while out here on YouTube have known that I haven't been really big on debating other YouTubers since I've been doing this semi-full time for the last 6 years. But I've changed my outlook on that, and I'm going to share a little bit more about it in just a little bit here. But first, I'd like to update you folks and further discuss something that I started talking about this past week regarding forming a foundation for men to better help men navigate this crazy modern world that we all live in. And last week, I was asking people out there, both men and women are welcome to apply. Women are more than welcome to be a part of this foundation for men because I feel, having women as a part of this can further help men get answers directly from the source, right? At least in the aspects of relationships, right? There are more aspects that men are struggling with: finances, finding a purpose, a career, etc., right? But one of the biggest issues men have in the modern world is, getting a woman and keeping a woman, right? But I asked people to express their interest by emailing me at coacheli@coacheli.com, and I think either people have misunderstood what I'm seeking at this point, or people are trolling as well. You're always going to get the trolling. You're always going to get people that are going to play games and stuff like that, and that just comes with the territory. So let me clear up a few things. First of all, I've had people that have actually sent me their resumes and sent me long emails expressing their interest. Some of the people that have emailed me appear to be legitimate. Others I know are 100% trolling. Especially if you're sending me a 2-page resume that has no name on it and no phone number and no way to contact you besides a fake Gmail account that that was sent from. And I just want to come out and say to the people that are going to invest their time to try to troll me regarding this aspect, you're even more pathetic than you already are or you already were. And you are the type of men that, hang on a second here. Excuse me a second. Give me just 1 second here. You are the type of men that need more help than all the other men. But until you're ready to stop acting like a man-child or acting like a little kid, no one can help you. You know, I came across this video earlier tonight, and I took a bath a few hours before going live, and I watched this video from a creator that's been doing this for a while and has hundreds of thousands of subscribers, and did a 45-minute video on you need the haters, and you just have to learn how to handle the haters and use the haters to your advantage. And I can understand that to a certain extent. And he also mentioned that, you know, he says, look, there's a difference between, you know, disagreeing with somebody and attacking someone by way of ad hominem attacks. And I'm like, dude, you sound exactly like myself, right? So it's not just myself that's been dealing with, you know, trolls and haters and men that act like babies, men that act like man-childs, etc. You know, many other YouTubers have encountered that. But going back to, you know, what I'm looking for regarding men or women that are interested in becoming a part of this foundation for men, which is going to be run at a website I'm in progress of creating, modernmanresources.org. If you go there right now, it just says Modern Man Resources, coming soon. I'm not looking for people to apply for a nonprofit position. I mentioned the nonprofit's going to be coming down the road. It's going to be coming either by the end of this year in 2024 or sometime early on or sometime during 2025. We are nowhere near the point of applying for and, you know, creating and running the nonprofit aspect. We need to get people on board first that are willing to volunteer and help spread the message of what we're doing here and be open to creating content on this through my YouTube channels and your YouTube channels as well. So to the people that have already sent me emails, I have not responded to anyone yet. I want you to listen to what I'm saying here and understand I'm just looking for people to express their interest. Hey, Eli, I am interested in learning more about, you know, becoming a part of this foundation. I'm interested in creating content with you. I'm interested in becoming a part of the executive team. Now, becoming a part of the executive team at this point has nothing to do with the future nonprofit. It could possibly lead to a position when the nonprofit is, you know, started within the next year or so. But at this point right now, you do not need to send me any resumes. You do not need to send me anything besides who you are and expressing your interest and why you're interested and what you have to bring to the table. Also, you know, you must be a real person that has a first and a last name, and you have a social media presence, and I can go out there and verify that you're a legitimate person. You know, if you're going to send me an email with only a first name or no name at all, you know, and or you have no social media presence, or at least you're not willing to divulge it, then I'm sorry, your emails will just get ignored. I'm not trying to be rude. I'm just trying to work with people that are ready to take this seriously, and they're not looking to troll or create issues. Excuse me. Give me a second, please. My apologies. My apologies. My mouth's a little bit dry. So whether you're a man or a woman, if you're interested in getting on the forefront of this foundation, and you want to be a part of this executive team, email me at Coach Eli at coach@eliasmelas.com. Just express your interest. Please, you must have a first and a last name. You must have a social media presence where I can see your first and last name and I can see your picture. And you must have accounts that have been around for a while. Anyone that creates brand new accounts or accounts that are less than 6 months old, you're more than likely trolling, and I'm just going to ignore that. I'm looking for people that have been established for a little while at least. You don't have to have a long history, but you have to have some history where I can actually verify that you're a legitimate person. Okay, so that is that. So if you've already applied and you applied legitimately and you weren't trolling initially with your application, please send me another email and just say, hey, Eli, I'm interested in learning more. Here are my social media links. Here's where you can find out more information about me. If you're another YouTuber and you've created lots of videos showing your face, then that's verification enough. But if you don't have a way I can verify you as a YouTuber that shows their face and uses their real name, then unfortunately, your emails will just get ignored. And if you keep on bugging me, I'll just block you. I mean, that's just the way it goes. And that's exactly what that other creator was saying in his video. He's like, look, it's one thing to disagree with somebody and have a conversation about that and be adult about it. It's another thing to attack that creator that has nothing to do with the topic at hand or what they talk about on their channel, right? Those are called ad hominem attacks. And this guy said, look, people that are creating ad hominem attacks, I just block them and move on. And I'm like, yeah, great, wonderful. That's the way it should be. So anyway, that is that. Now, let's move forward to who wants to debate me on modern social issues, okay? Now, I'm going to leave this open for anyone to send me an email and, request that we have a debate, right? But before we get to that, why am I now open to debating when in the past I wasn't? Well, I like to more so look at these debates. I've always looked at, talking with other creators, especially on live stream panels out here on YouTube. I've looked at it as, having a conversation, or having a discussion, right? And that's what it more so is. But if you're somebody out there that is open to having a civil and reasonable debate with myself on modern social issues, and they can be any modern social issues, okay? As long as you understand that ad hominem attacks will not be tolerated, okay, then let's do it, right? But I've encountered so many people over the last 6 years out here on YouTube that, will say, hey, yeah, let's just have a discussion. Let's just talk about these modern issues. Then I'd go on those panels and they would flip the script and start creating those ad hominem attacks. And I'm making it very clear, very, very clear, that ad hominem attacks will not be tolerated. And if I do a debate with somebody and they start to, hit me with ad hominem attacks, I will give them one warning. If they do it again, I will say thank you for having me on the show if it's on their channel, and I will just leave. If you come onto my channel, I'll give you the same one warning. And if you don't honor that and you do it again, then I will just remove you. Additionally, if you come onto my channel, you will have to respect my rules. Occasional profanity is okay as long as it's in the right context. I would prefer that we minimize profanity. I understand every now and then an F-bomb or two is dropped, and as long as it's in the right context without the intent to attack someone, YouTube is okay with that. They're not going to demonetize you for that. Okay. But you're going to have a level of professionalism if you come on my channel. You're going to have to follow my rules. Okay. You're going to have to respect YouTube's monetization policies, community guidelines, and all terms of service. And if you decide that you're not going to do that, then I'm just going to remove you from my show and end the show right there. And I'm not going to be the one that's going to be looking like a fool. I'm putting it out there. I'm forewarning everyone. I'm open to discussing these modern social issues with anyone, as long as you understand, hey, let's have a discussion on these actual topics. Let's not make this show about, where does Eli make his money, or let's talk about Eli's living situation, or let's talk about the issues of Eli and his girlfriend, or whatever. No, that's not what we're going to be there to talk about. We're there to talk about modern social issues in general, right? Now, if an example comes up that involves myself or my girlfriend, and it can be discussed in a civil and reasonable way without ad hominem attacks, then that's cool. But the moment I feel the ad hominem attacks are coming and it's an attack, that's where it ends, right there. There are so many great creators on this platform. There are so many wonderful people out here. Even the people that more so enjoy getting on panels and attacking people with ad hominem attacks, I believe that you folks that are doing that really don't want to do that, right? Maybe it's time for you to do some soul searching and say, hey, let's give this a chance. Let's see what happens if I go on a panel with Eli, or he comes on my panel, or I go on his panel, and, we have a reasonable conversation. Let's see what happens. Does it hurt to try? No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Thank you very much to the 14 people that are here. I greatly appreciate that. Hey, Cynthia, how you doing? Is that the real you? I thought I had you moderated over here. Let me make sure that is the real you. Yeah, I'm going to be moderating you very soon on both channels, Cynthia. I just need to go to the other channel and verify the account that's here. It's the same. And then I'll take care of it up in the next few days. But thank you for being here, and hopefully you've had a great weekend. Hopefully the food delivery is treating you well. Hopefully the weather is nice in your area. It's been raining cats and dogs out here in the San Francisco Bay Area, and it's going to keep on raining until Monday morning. It's been continuous every hour. Some hours have light rain, some have moderate rain, some have heavy rain. So it hasn't been as crazy as the rain we got last year, but this is one of the biggest storms we're going to have this year, and so far so good. Just one more day, and then we're in the clear. Yes, it's me, Eli. Well, okay, cool. Welcome. Thank you for being here. Let's see here. So yeah, I'm at a loss for words because I really just want everyone to get along, and I I don't know if tired's the right word. I'm just really more and more saddened each and every day when I continue to see grown men attack each other on the internet because they're lacking something deep within themselves, and they feel the need to lash out, to try to prove to other men on the internet that they are better than them so they can feel better. And yeah, I don't know. I don't know what we can do to help these people. There are a lot of men out there that are struggling with this, and I have tried to help them over the years, and I would love to try to help them again. But over the years, I've gone back and forth with trying to help these types of men that are man-childs that come out here on YouTube just to troll, just to stir up the pot, just to throw off other creators that are trying to create something real, and yeah, I mean that's a big part of the problem, and I'm hoping through Modern Man Resources, the foundation that I'm starting to build right now for men, which again, like I've said, women are more than welcome to join. We want men and women to be a part of this because we feel having women around can better help men understand their issues than just having other men around. Plus, oh, thank you, Eli. Yeah, you're welcome, Cynthia. You're welcome. Plus, when you have women around, men are going to be less likely to attack each other, right? Now, some of these men may end up attacking these women in the forum that I create. And if that happens, we're just going to remove you, right? There will be no attacking allowed. When I get the website up over the next few months, and I have a forum where people can post, it's going to be kind of like Reddit, but it's going to be on modernmanresources.org. When I get that up there, anyone that attacks, we'll probably give you one warning. And if you do it again, then you're just going to be removed. We're just going to have very little to zero tolerance for anyone attacking anyone, whether it's a man attacking another man or a man attacking a woman or a woman attacking another woman or man. We're not going to get anywhere and make a difference if we continue to fight or try to kick each other down. We need to all work together and come together as one. So, if you're a creator out there and you want to do a debate with me, okay, I would hope that if we do a live stream on your channel, that before bringing other people on the panel, we can have at least an hour where we can go back and forth and ask each other questions, right? And then we could bring other people onto the panel, right? But again, I'll make this clear as well. Any panels that I'm on, let's say I'm debating someone and our debate is done, and then the channel owner, let's say it's on a different channel besides mine, the channel owner brings other people on. If you come on with the specific intent to attack myself, I will just ignore you. I'm just going to say, hey, I'm not here to respond to ad hominem attacks. I'm here to have a discussion on the topic. And if you're not, willing to stay on topic, then I've got nothing further to say to you. That's all. That's the way I'm going to handle it. That's it. Cynthia, I didn't get a notification, just came across the stream while scrolling. Oh, okay. Make sure you hit the bell and then you hit all notifications if you haven't done that, Cynthia. Go back to your subscription and then tap the bell and select all. And now if you hit all and you didn't get the notification, then yeah, I don't know what to say, but at least you saw it in the feed and you're here. That's wonderful. Thank you. Yeah, I didn't get a chance to share this also on the community tab of Coach Eli too. I got to start sharing these streams over there, because I'm only going to be temporarily streaming here for the next maybe 3 more weeks or so. And then even these in-studio streams will go back to Coach Eli too. And this channel will go back to just pre-recorded content and YouTube shorts and stuff like that. So give me just 1 second. Okay. It's all good. I was going to say one more thing, and I totally forgot. Yeah, I'm at a loss for words right now. I think you're talking about it's ridiculous, Cynthia. There's a 1 minute delay between what I say and what goes out. It's ridiculous how a lot of these men behave, right? Oh yeah, I'll say this. Like I've always said, I don't hate anyone. I don't even hate these men. I actually feel very sorry for them. I feel very, very saddened that they're struggling so much internally that they have to come out here on YouTube and try to disrupt other men that are trying to build something legitimately to help everyone, including women, not just men, including everyone, right? I don't know. I don't know. It's like when you're younger, when you're in your preteens and your teens and maybe into your early 20s, I can understand if you're going to do dumb shit. Back in the days before the internet came out, we used to make crank calls and prank calls. Remember that, Cynthia? Remember those days before caller ID where you could crank call people? Now you can't really do that because there's caller ID. And if you have a blocked number, no one's going to pick up a blocked number. They'll just let it go to voicemail, right? But back in the days before caller ID, we would do dumb shit like crank calls or prank calls, right? And that is the equivalent to YouTube trolling nowadays, right? Instead of guys crank calling people, they come out here on YouTube and troll live stream chats and then, come on panels where a few people are trying to have a legitimate discussion, and then somebody comes in and just starts trash talking everyone to just throw it off on purpose. Like, these guys do this on purpose, right? These guys do this on purpose because it makes them feel like they're worthy of something. And quite frankly, that doesn't make you worthy of shit, in my opinion. I can understand, younger people doing this kind of stuff, but when you get into your late 20s, early 30s, and now you've got men in their 40s and 50s trolling on YouTube, which is even more pathetic. Cynthia's crying out of laughter with the 2 crying out of laughter emojis. When you have grown men around my age that are behaving like little kids, right? And they do this constantly. Like there are men that I've known on this platform for 6 years that are in their 40s or 50s and have not changed one bit. They continue to attack other men on the internet, on YouTube. And it's like, wow, I guess you're consistent at something, right? They say, hey, consistency is the key to success, but why would you want to be successful at trolling people and trying to knock them off of YouTube or destroy their success or, whatever, right? I just don't understand, what these men that are supposed to be grown-ass men get from that, right? But anyway, I got to get going. We're at 29 minutes. I wanted to keep this short and sweet. If there's a break in the weather later today, I took a nap earlier. I'm going to go and take another nap, and snuggle up with, my beautiful girlfriend, Dawn. Dawn's doing great, by the way. By the way, folks, Um, I wanted to mention that Don and I we were gonna do a members only live stream on Coach Eli 2 sometime this weekend, but it's probably not going to happen. Um, um, Dawn and I have had a lot to deal with regarding her doctors, and we've been switching up her medication, and she's been dealing with some other minor things, and we're just trying to figure it out. So this past week or so, I've been very focused on helping Dawn, get all the information from her doctors, switch up the medication to lower some dosages, raise some dosages. I've been helping Dawn and I get organized with pill boxes, and we've also been doing some organizing around the house. So it's taken a lot of time to the point of where I haven't had much time to put out content, but that's going to all start to get better, and there'll be a lot more content coming later this week. And more than likely, Don and I will be doing, if we don't do a members only live stream on Coach Eli 2 by sometime tomorrow evening, we'll do one this coming week during the week sometime. I was laughing about the prank calls, Eli, back in the day. Yeah. And I'm not going to lie. I used to do those prank calls. I mean, I was young and dumb, once myself. And I can understand if you're younger, guys are going to do those things, right? Even some women will do them, but it was more so guys doing it, right? But when you get to your 30s, 40s, or if you're even in your 50s and you're doing the same dumb shit that little kids do, then yeah, that's just sad to me. I pray that these men figure it out one day and allow us to help them, learn to better love themselves so they can become more positive. Cynthia says, have a great day. And with that being said, I'm going to head on out, folks. Have a good one. Take care. And as always, be good to each other.